resist it. You don't have the knowledge, you don't have the wisdom, you don't have the resources to understand that something's been put over on you. You cannot but help believe the definition of it as a creator. But you believe yourself to be a creator as a result of not being created. That is to say, of being hopelessly unable to resist society's identification.
The real owners, big wealthy business, control things, all the important systems. But they give you the idea that you don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own everything. They own everything. They own all the important things. They own control of lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves. I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interests. Right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around and
If you're listening to this transmission, you are the resistance. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a most humbled edition of Alicia for America, coming to you live from the embattled, scarred but not broken NOLA Command Center. Now, I understand, ladies and gentlemen, this here broadcast was kind of overdue and, delayed, but that is what it is, okay? Tonight, I'm here, and should you say, rare form, to get the show on the road. And no, I haven't been drinking. Or maybe I have. But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. No, on a serious note, we're here to get busy. We're here to expose the globalist. We're here to divulge into the true reasons behind the Palisades fire. And what I'm now calling or referring to as not fire season, but arson season. Let us acknowledge the chat room first and foremost before we continue here. True to form. And the only person watching is Art Vandelay, a troll of trolls of sorts. Hi, Art Vandelay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to expose Governor Gavin Newsom, as MACA patriots love to call him, as I more prefers calling him. Because he truly is, ladies and gentlemen, new scum. Where, oh where, do we begin tonight on this most illustrious of nights in the command center before you all, and with the sexiest voice in all of journalism, that part. You better work, bitch. Yes, if you are a globalist, You better run, bitch, because tonight we're going to expose you and your schemes out of California, IA, and put you to shame, baby Newsom, or Gavin Newscom. We're going to put you to shame, Daddy. It's Brittany, bitch, and you better work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to get started, I first must say on this illustrious broadcast event tonight, aren't you full of joy that Donald John Trump is back in the White House tomorrow? Are you ecstatic that Joe Biden's leaving? Oh, poor thing. He's going to be packing his bags. He's going to be, shall we say, leaving town on the first train to Commeyville. Shall we help him see him off, ladies and gentlemen, with a little going away gift from the Daily Wire? Well, I sure as hell think so. So join us, America, as we solemnly and so deliciously and so waiting with bated breath see China Joe off and tell him as he's going, don't let the door hit you in the ass, Papa, on the way out. But before we do, e pluribus unum, from one, many. And today, as we watched the Trump rally celebration unfolding, I was so ecstatic knowing that we, MACA patriots, did this. We are responsible for Trump's return. This victory is all of ours. It was so surreal. It was so delicious, taking it all in. And it felt so marvelous. I said to myself, wow, we did this. We're here. We did this. Not the globalist, not the New World Order, not the communist socialists, the hyphenated Americans. We did this, America. And it was like, wow, Daddy, we're here. We've taken back the country, the nation. We're going to make America strong again. We're going to make America brave again. We're going to make America prosperous again, Papa. We're going to make America free again. And as Daddy Trump likes to say, we're going to make America great again. So join us, baby, as we send a sound off to China Joe, courtesy of the Daily Wire.
Let me start off with two words: made in America.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me.
2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on them. That's black. Anyway.
How would you say your mental focus is?
Oh, it's focused. I haven't, look,
Corn pop was a fad, too.
I have trouble even mentioning, even saying to myself my own head numbers. I no more think of myself as being as old as I am than fly. Thank you very, very much.
My
name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though, okay?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting warmed up here. So don't go nowhere. We're just getting started. So salute to the fake Timcast RL who says Hollywood elites didn't think we knew about the tunnels. The fires were to secretly destroy evidence of Diddy's tunnels. There are no Diddy tunnels, sir. Okay. A Nightman says, "Hi, Art." Ledgeview, "What's up, Sugar Puff?" And build that wall. Ladies and gentlemen, most of you have a rather surface view, if you will, about the reasons these fires were started. Now, I'm not going to blame you, but you've got to get with the times, baby. You must get with the times. These fires are part of a globalist scheme, okay? These fires are a part of a greater plot, if you will. Now, on the surface level, people say that the fires began because of DEI. Because the state of California in general, and specifically took money, also helped peel the fire and hire a bunch of DEI lesbians who weren't certified or qualified to do their jobs. They say it's because Karen Bass cut $17 million from the budget, and they're saying an election. The top 3 people in the Los Angeles Fire Department are all lesbian and not qualified. But these are surface issues, not the full. In other words, you're not working with the full deck here, ladies and gentlemen. These are but surface issues. The fact that Christian Crowley is a lesbian, okay, and her entire department under LA Fire are lesbians is problematic, no doubt. Because anytime you're election that if a man is in a burning building and he depends upon you to carry him to safety, but you can't because you're a woman and you allege, why, he's in the wrong place. Baby, you are unqualified for the job at hand. When have we ever turned to victim shaming and blaming as the way forward? It doesn't work for BLM. It never worked for Black people. Well, gosh, it shouldn't work for victims stuck in burning buildings either. So your pronouns, okay, do not fight fires. Your politics do not fight fires, okay? And your gender and ethnicity don't fight fires. But see, the gender, the pronouns, and all of this are second place bested by Marxist communism. Because that's where the rubber truly meets the road, ladies and gentlemen. Let us switch gears. to get past all the charades and shenanigans about, oh, the fat lesbians, the DEI, disgusting lesbians, if you will, of the Los Angeles Fire Department. The ones who almost look like bulldackers and men. Oh my! With their crew cut hair and their bass in their voices. Disgusting. If this continues, ladies and gentlemen, what becomes of traditional roles of femininity? The dainty, soft female, the helpmeet of man, what becomes of true women? And dare we continue to argue we don't want men in women's spaces, but women are petitioning to be men? Where do we go from here is the question. Did we deserve what we got when Biden's administration put boys and men in women's spaces? It almost seems we deserved what we got. Back in the 1960s, when women, and 50s and 40s, when women rolled up their sleeves and said, we can do it. We didn't need a man. We lost our way. We were debased, debunked, and demoralized by communism and socialism run amok. Yes, where there's smoke, there's fire, and you best fucking believe we didn't get here because someday we decided we wanted to be lesbians. We preferred pronouns. No. We got here thanks in part to communism run amok. And communism, ladies and gentlemen, has taken over the state of California. And this is why we affectionately call it Commiforn IA. Oh, there's a deeper, sinister plot at work here. And you best believe this is no coincidence that all of Los Angeles, California, damn near burned to the ground. This isn't a coincidence. If you still believe in coincidences and superstition, you're playing a fucking fool. This is the work. And come in close, Daddy, as I tell you this. This is the work of Communist, State Street, Vanguard, BlackRock, okay? The Bilderbergs, the globalists, the UN, the Zionist takeover of the world. This is a push for global government. Why do I say this is a push for global government? Because if you're like me and you understand that the government always uses fear porn to get their way, you understand fast and quick in a hurry. Just like in COVID, they use fear. Just like in 9/11, they used fear. They said, we're in terror threat orange. We're in terror threat red. On and on and on. And they told us with the China flu, baby, this is like nothing you've ever seen before. And it's going to take a jab to save humanity. Only 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Yeah, they use fear to scare us. So when the global government, and they always work in 30-year increments, and they're totalitarian tiptoe, said to themselves, we've got to find a way to get all of humanity to go along with global government, as opposed to, wait for it, sovereign nations. Who the fuck is going to give up their sovereignty to be ruled by a global governmental faction? Nobody. Now, when you look at the immigrants flocking to America, do you see them flocking to the soup kitchens under universal government and government-sponsored cheese to stay there? No. You're watching them come to a sovereign nation for prosperity. And as a wise man once said back in the day, you guys are lucky. You've got to preserve America, because without America, where can we be free? There will be no freedom in the world without America. Case in point. And every one of us knows this, and this is why the globalists fight tooth and nail to scare us out of our freedom. Through the Hegelian dialectic, we will willingly give up our freedom, okay, for a little bit of security. But come in close again, because in the end, you'll get neither. There will be no security for you. There will be no peace for you, nor freedom, when you buy into the delusions of global government. The Rio Earth Summit of 1992 proclaimed local, national, and international action. They called for local plus national and international action. What does this mean to all of you listening to the sexy sounds of my voice? It spells out global government, global governmental control, the globalist noose around all of our necks. Beyond the surface levels of lesbians, DEI, pronouns, politics, and gender and intersectionality, we find ourselves faced with global government. They're pushing for a new world order. So, yes, years in the making, the globalists foresaw it. They're wise ones now. Oh, they're so cunning. And they said to themselves, how can we trick them out of their freedoms? More rather, how can we convince them it's within their best interest to give up their fucking freedom? Well, then they came up with this lavish little NPR stunt. So liberal, so progressive. Why, they're going to use child activists to gaslight you out of your freedoms, to make you feel evil and wrong as an adult for polluting the planet, for leaving behind a carbon footprint, for consuming, creating waste. And so they use these little well-spoken child activists, paid child activists, groomed child activists, such as Greta Thunberg, But there is a certain child activist of the Rio Arts of 1992, and her name was, wait for it, Severin Cullis Suzuki. Among all of the child groomed and paid activists there, she gave a keynote address we will review shortly, in which she gaslighted you horrible, disgusting, and wasteful grown-ups. Try to make you feel bad about yourselves for the state of the environment. And she said, like Al Gore said years ago, if we don't make a change, well, there will be no planet when I grow up, and for your children. Yes, and the question none of you dared to ask is, or was she sponsored by State Street, Vanguard, and BlackRock? Could she have been sponsored by George Soros and the Zionists out of Israel? I believe the answer to the question is emphatically yes. Let us roll the tape and then return to discuss it.
Hello, I'm Severin Suzuki, speaking for ECHO, the Environmental Children's Organization. We're a group of 12 and 13-year-olds trying to make a difference. Vanessa Setti, Morgan Geisler, Michelle Quigg, and me. We've raised all the money to come here ourselves, to come 5,000 miles to tell you adults you must change your ways. Coming up here today, I have no hidden agenda. I am fighting for my future. Losing my future is not like losing an election or a few points on the stock market. I am here to speak for all generations to come. I am here to speak on behalf of the starving children around the world whose cries go unheard. I am here to speak for the countless animals dying across this planet because they have nowhere left to go. I am afraid to go out in the sun now because of the holes in our ozone. I am afraid to breathe the air because I don't know what chemicals are in it. I used to go fishing in Vancouver, my home, with my dad, until just a few years ago we found the fish full of cancers. And now we hear of animals and plants going extinct every day, vanishing forever. In my life, I have dreamt of seeing the great herds of wild animals, jungles and rainforests full of birds and butterflies, but now I wonder if they will even exist for my children to see. Did you have to worry of these things when you were my age? All this is happening before our eyes, and yet we act as if we have all the time we want and all the solutions. I'm only a child, and I don't have all the solutions. But I want you to realize, neither do you. You don't know how to fix the holes in our ozone layer. You don't know how to bring the salmon back up in a dead stream. You don't know how to bring back an animal now extinct. And you can't bring back the forest that once grew where there is now a desert. If you don't know how to fix it, please stop breaking it. Here, you may be delegates of your government, business people, organizers, reporters, or politicians, but really, your mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, aunts and uncles, and all of you are someone's child. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all part of a family, 5 billion strong. In fact, 30 million species strong. And borders and governments will never change that. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all in this together, and should act as one single world towards one single goal. In my anger, I am not blind, and in my fear, I am not afraid of telling the world how I feel. In my country, we make so much waste. We buy and throw away, buy and throw away, buy and throw away, and yet northern countries will not share with the needy. Even when we have more than enough, we are afraid to share. We are afraid to let go of some of our wealth. In Canada, we live the privileged life with plenty of food, water, and shelter. We have watches, bicycles, computers, and television sets. The list could go on for 2 days. 2 days ago here in Brazil, we were shocked when we spent time with some children living on the streets. This is what one child told us. "I wish I was rich. And if I were, I would give all the street children food, clothes, medicines, shelter, and love and affection. If a child on the streets who has nothing is willing to share, why are we who have everything still so greedy?" I can't stop thinking that these are children my own age, that it makes a tremendous difference where you are born. That I could be one of those children living in the favelas of Rio. I could be a child starving in Somalia, or a victim of war in the Middle East, or a beggar in India. I am only a child, yet I know if all the money spent on war was spent on finding environmental answers, ending poverty, and finding treaties, what a wonderful place this earth would be. At school, even in kindergarten, you teach us how to behave in the world. You teach us not to fight with others, to work things out, to respect others, to clean up our mess, not to hurt other creatures, to share, not be greedy. Then why do you go out and do the things you tell us not to do? Do not forget why you are attending these conferences, who you're doing this for. We are your own children. You are deciding what kind of a world we are growing up in. Parents should be able to comfort their children by saying, "Everything's going to be all right. It's not the end of the world, and we're doing the best we can." But I don't think you can say that to us anymore. Are we even on your list of priorities? My dad always says, "You are what you do, not what you say." Well, what you do makes me cry at night. You grown-ups say you love us, but I challenge you, please, make your actions reflect your words. Thank you.
Now, I'm a bit curious, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Why, when the globalists tiptoe and have these, with air quotes, summits, why are they always overseas, in Europe, in shithole countries we know very little about? That's because, oh, you sheeple have been well groomed into thirsting after the foreign policy initiatives. The forever wars happening over fucking seas in corrupt, fascist, Nazi infested Ukraine. Oh, and the Zionists in the Middle East. Sorry, not sorry. The globalists know, okay, if they use the foreign totalitarian tiptoe and the guilt trip, it works better. It's more sexy than here at home. That's why when shit happens here at home, They don't give a flying fuck. The fires destroyed nearly all of Los Angeles, California. The Maui fucking fire destroyed all of Hawaii, Maui. And yes, Hawaii is part of America. Hi! And the North Carolina hurricanes ravaged citizens there. But my, oh why, all we received from Biden's administration was a mere $700, a one-time check per household. But they gave to Ukraine $80 billion hand over fist after $80 billion investment. These weren't mere little teeny stinking itty bitty weeny payments. They were recurring payments. And we were told, after all, we're trying to help our allies, our NATO allies, win a very consequential war. But that war was started by NATO, the globalist, under acronym alphabet groups, doing, well, you guessed it, the foreign shithole nation totalitarian tiptoe. And you're told, hey, little Peter, just mind your business. Be a good little patriot. Pay up, Peter. Let's pay and kick into Ukraine. We've got to save lives. You know, and then they hit you with the blue and the yellow stickers. And everyone's clicking up on their social media accounts. We saw it when they said, pray for Paris, okay? We saw it when they were enduring Iraqi freedom, and it never fucking ends. They said, support the troops. So they use the totalitarian tiptoe by design to rock, bye baby, on the treetops and make you fall asleep to the truth here that you, and come in close for this part, Papa, are being fucking robbed blind while you sleep, as you call yourself, a U.S. taxpayer. They're robbing you fucking blind. And they tell all of us, why, we don't need some doge, the elite, coming to town telling us what to do. We're bureaucrats, we're oligarchs, we're in control. We're globalists, we're socialist progressives, and we're in control. When we say goals, well, they're robbing your grandchildren fucking blind and forever fucking wars. From can't see sun up to can't see sun down, and you fall for it. But the question I have for Greta Thunberg and Severin Suzuki is this. She said during her speech she was only a child, and many other children just like her paid their way to be at the summit in Rio de Janeiro. But the question is, ma'am, how did you know about the summit if you were only simply but children doing what children do? How would you know anything about climate change when you're just simply a child, okay, doing what children do? No, the truth is, she, like Greta Thunberg, was sponsored by BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, and George Soros, the Bilderbergs, the usual suspects, all the fucking way to the Zionists. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the deep state. They are the globalist. Don't be fooled. And so let us focus a light, if you will, onto the so-called mayor of Los Angeles, this butch bulldacker, ugly whore, DEI son of a bitch. But first, another tall of order of business tonight as we discuss the soon approaching DEI Day. It's not Martin Luther King's birthday. No. Let's rephrase it DEI Day. Rightfully so. Because after all, that's all that it is. And that's all that it will ever be. Oh, before you cry, it came to you so eloquently through diversity, equity, and inclusion. Please write this down. Please write this down, little Samuel, with your dunce cap on, sitting in the corner complaining about racism, white supremacy, whataboutism. Oh, Massa, please include me. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Please take notes. Because what I'm about to share with you, little dunce, little swarthoid, is very jigaboo important. Okay? Communism is the vessel in which we received MLK Day. Are you keeping up with me? Are you taking notes? Because the truth be told, just because he was black gave him no stake to federal honors. The federal honors of a federal holiday, just because he was black, little dunce, little swarthoid, gave him no claim to a federal honor on a federal holiday. Why should federal employees recognize a citizen and take the day off work? Why should we, the people, take a day off work to recognize a citizen who is federally honored? See, the truth is, he had no jurisdiction, was not a sworn federal employee to be celebrated, honored on a federal fucking holiday. Should I say it slower for you? Because it's not about his fucking skin color, it's about his qualifications, his jurisdiction, his true entitlements. Sure, there are many individuals, such as Columbus, who do not deserve federal holiday status, but at least Christopher Columbus discovered America. And before you say I'm only singling out MLK because he's black, baby, understand. Michael Jackson, Rosa Parks, and let that one sink in. Rosa Parks were also black. Did they do great things? You bet your ass they did great things. Muhammad Ali was great. Michael Jordan was great. But do they deserve federal honors? Do they deserve a federal holiday? The answer is a flying, emphatical fucking no. So communism is the vessel in which we always see these atrocious things taking place in government. And communism, you best believe, is always on fire. If you recall the BLM riots of 2020, the summer of love, it was communism, was it not? And was instead of whatever state they were in, burning, being looted, you bet your ass it was burning. Because when you go woke, you go broke. And all things woke always turn to shit. And I go further to say that communism is always on fire. It comes by way to destroy and replace via Marxism. And so the governor or the mayor of LA was simply doing her job. Okay. If you remember and recall the bombings of the Senate in the 80s by, shh, don't tell nobody, Democrats. Oh, the picture is starting to become clear to us now. The schemes are unfolding in front of us now. What's truly going on underneath the veil is becoming clear to us now. This is what an insurrection truly looks like. Let it sink in for just a moment, Papa, before I continue. And it's an insurrection where you may be asking yourself, an insurrection in the state of California playing out at the hands of the mayor of LA and Governor Gavin Newsom. Bravo. Well fucking played. This is what an insurrection truly looks like. A leftist, communist, Marxist faction of the Demo KKK rat party bombed the U.S. Senate in the 1980s. That was a true insurrection. Not January 6th. And there are ties being uncovered that place Karen Bass in, of all places, communistic Cuba. Communistic fucking Cuba. There are connections unveiling in which she endorsed the communistic leftist group who bombed the Senate in the 1980s. See, fascism always comes by way of the left. And baby, the truth behind the California arson fires, not wildfires, is communism. The bombing of the U.S. Senate in the 80s was carried out by M19. The M19 was a radicalized group called the M19, and it was radicalized by the South Los Angeles, Venceremos Brigade. Was founded by communist Democrat Los Angeles Democrat, wait for it, Karen Bass. Oh, how the communists love using women. We're so disarming in our ways and means. You truly, Daddy, don't see us coming. Kind of a lot like Margaret Sanger with abortion. Yeah, kind of like that. And let us roll a small piece on her shenanigans, if you will, tonight.
Black Americans don't understand or they misunderstand about abortion and Margaret Sanger and racism.
Well, Margaret Sanger launched the Negro Project in 1939. It was an initiative of Planned Parenthood, and the opening proposal said, okay, this is her words, said, the massive Negroes, particularly in the South, are still breeding carelessly and disastrously, with the result that the increase among Negroes, even more than among whites, is from that portion of the population least in numbers. Today, black women of childbearing age are about 4% of American population, but they obtain almost 40% of the nation's abortions, fulfilling Margaret Sanger's dreams. They're trying to eradicate you and kill you in the name of racism and eugenics, but they call it health care. Understand that Planned Parenthood is not an abortion organization. Purely. They are the largest abortion provider in the world, but that's not all they are. Today, as of this recording, brother, and people listening, Planned Parenthood is the second largest provider of puberty blockers and
Well, it's unfortunate, okay? The video abruptly ended there, but you catch my drift. Communism, equity, and inclusion are the causes behind the California arson fires. And 90% of all wildfires, aka arson fires, are caused by, wait for it, arson. I believe we could be at a time or a crossroad in which we rightfully rename wildfires arson fires or arson season. But what do I know? And as RBR always said, some slow singing and flower bringing and violin music will ensue. Because I can imagine a certain black Karen, and yes, Karens can be black, Karen Bass will be singing tunes of, it wasn't my fault, massa. I was in Africa at the time, but it wasn't my fault, massa. Yeah, all kinds of excuses will ensue. Slow flower bringing and slow singing as people's houses and homes burn to the fucking ground. But who's getting paid? Who's cleaning up all the way to the bank? Who is the real enemy here with communistic Cuban connections? Karen Bass. And oh, it gets worse. Because where there's fire, there is smoke. Oh, right here we find Barack Hussein, oh bastard, endorsing Karen Bass for LA mayor. And we also find him in a short video clip praising and endorsing Karen Bass. Let's take a listen.
Confident you're going to be an outstanding mayor of LA.
Oh, so, thank you so much.
You know, but as you know, you got to run through the tape.
Exactly.
So you got a little more work to do.
Exactly.
But I'm really proud of you and grateful for your friendship. More importantly, grateful for the service you've rendered all these years and all the stuff you're going to do in the future.
Well, thank you so much. Your support means the world to me, and it means the world of Los Angeles. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Okay, bye-bye.
as the saying goes, you get the kind of representation you deserve, regardless of skin color. DEI, hey massa, please include wees. Yes, Warthoid, you get what you deserve. And the so-called black genius, Barack Obama, fucked you over. He deceived you. He lied to you, betrayed you, Black America. And yes, he endorsed this witch, Karen Bass. In your city, it's burning as we speak. Only 50% contained. So many fires breaking out. Let us turn now to Tom MacDonald as he eloquently lays it all out. He tells all of us what is truly going down in stellar fashion. And I love it. Let's roll the tape.
Suspect arrested near LA wildfires, an illegal immigrant with a flamethrower. No shit. Am I supposed to be surprised? I mean, what a shocker. Someone who entered the country illegally is doing something illegal. The border's been open for 4 years. You know what an open border attracts? Not the best and brightest. Did you think there was going to be doctors and lawyers and teachers sneaking into the country in the middle of the night? No, it's pieces of shit like this guy. Where'd he get a flamethrower? Is Gavin Newsom just handing them out to anybody that wants to help with climate change? Here's an idea. Close the border, morons. Congratulations, Democrats. You've made Home Depot the most dangerous place on earth. They've got illegal immigrants and blowtorches everywhere. Providing Jose and a super soaker full of gasoline doesn't burn my house down, I'll be releasing a brand new music video this Friday at 9 a.m. with a very special guest. Pray for California. Get ready for a new music video on Friday. Love y'all.
He fucking said providing Jose with a super soaker. Oh my fucking God. Ugh. It's true, though. And so, you remember the saying, no borders, no USA at all? Why, when our president surged the border, it's who we are. Remember that shit? Yeah, because communism is always burning. And all of you commies in California, IA, the chickens have come home to roost. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is. Play stupid games, win silly prizes, but we're not finished quite yet. A certain Governor Newsom shut down one of California's largest water reserves 2 years before the fires. And the question we must be asking is, how can a state with the water issues as California, with water droughts, as they call them, from Governor Gray out to Newsom, how can a state whose water is so precious and in short reserve, so challenged, close an entire reservoir and expect to hire lesbian bulldackers in the fire department under DEI and fight fucking fires? That's a real honest question. Care to take a whack at it? How can we fight fires under DEI and no fucking water in the state? And they always tell us, like Saffron Suzuki told us, you adults are wasteful. You're hurting us, children. Oh, they want us to use less water. And they've told us since Al Gore there's a water shortage. They tell us we're in the drought season, use less water. But We're only, and come in close, Papa, for this one. We're only in a water shortage because it's man-made. Yeah. When you close reservoirs and stop the water from flowing, you are creating water shortages. And that's the problem. See, it's always fucking man-made. And then they, on the flip side, tell all of us it's your fault. You adults, you use too much, you consume too much, is your fault. But they removed entire water dams for what? Some bullshit, useless fucking fish.
So we're here at the Iron Gate Fish Hatchery, right on the edge of the Klamath River, next to one of the dams that will be removed, the largest dam removal project in U.S. history, and one of the most significant, if not the most significant, water restoration project, bringing back salmon and steelhead into this basin. This project could not have happened without the extraordinary partnerships with tribal nations and, of course, our partners in the North and Oregon. We just finished a celebration with the Secretary of the Interior and our tribal council and tribal leaders, and I couldn't be more proud as a Californian, and I couldn't be more proud as a father, because my kids and their great-great-grandkids will have
719 Island Street, gone!
Oops, we're jumping ahead of ourselves, people, but yeah, there you go. He closed an entire fucking water reservoir for a fucking schmelt. Some useless fucking fish, a fucking goddamn schmelt. Now tell me, Papa, are the schmelt doing fine? On all these people who've lost their livelihoods and their possessions and their homes? Oh, we are sure the schmelt, he's happy about all of this, right? See, I used to say that too, Governor Newsom. When I was a corrupt politician, I used to say that too. But see, before we continue, you guys, we must home in on how not only Gavin Newsom is fake as fuck, but all of fucking globalism is fake. All the way to their legacy dinosaur media going extinct, they are fucking fake. In so many ways, we find from David Muir with clothespins on his jacket, we find a certain Governor Newsom, allegedly with air quotes, being confronted by a Palisades resident. It was supposed to be a normal random drive, a news story, but somehow she happened to recognize from thousands of feet away Governor Gavin Newsom. She hops out of the car and confronts him. No Secret Service intervention or prevention. Does it seem a bit fake to you? Phony and staged? Like a little Governor Newsom heroic moment? Well, it does to me. And let us watch it unfold.
719 Island Street, gone!
It's been home her whole life, but she barely recognises it.
Apocalypse.
Around every corner, almost complete destruction.
This was a little cooking store thing. This is a parking lot for a center.
Firefighting planes bringing water from the ocean to tackle the blazes still raging in all parts of this city. Growing too is anger at a perceived lack of preparedness by authorities.
We shouldn't be seeing this. We shouldn't. This is where people need to wake up. Because if you're voting and you're picking people for softness or for the fuzzy feeling you got because they seem like they're good people, I want to know that we're going to have someone in charge.
Then Rachel spots a face she recognises.
Is that Gavin Newsom? That's the governor. That's the governor. Governor, I live here, governor. That was my daughter's school, Governor. Please tell me what you're going to do. I'm not going to hurt him, I promise.
I'm literally talking to the president right now to specifically answer the question of what we can do for you and your daughter.
Can I hear it? Can I hear your call? Because I don't believe it.
California Governor Gavin Newsom is being criticised by some for water mismanagement as hydrants ran dry while fires multiplied.
So I have to get cell service.
So let's get it. Let's get it. I want to be here when you call the president.
I appreciate it. I'm doing that right now, and it's to immediately get reimbursements, individual assistance, and to help you. I'm devastated for you. I'm so sorry, especially for your daughter. I have 4 kids, losing the school.
Everyone who went to school there, they lost their homes. They lost 2 homes because they were living in one and building another. Governor, please tell me, what are you going to do with the president right now?
We're getting the resources to help rebuild.
Why was there no water in the hydrants, Governor?
That's all literally.
Is it going to be different next time?
It has to be. Has to be. Of course.
What are you going to do?
I'm doing
to
everything
fill the hydrants. I would fill them up personally. You know that.
I literally have.
I would fill up the hydrants myself.
I would. I understand.
But would you do that?
I would do whatever I can.
But you're not. I see do you know there's water dripping over there, Governor? There's water coming out there. You can use it.
Diminishing winds are bringing some respite for firefighters, but it's likely to be brief. As estimated losses surge, there is still zero containment of this fire. Officials say they don't know the death toll. Dogs will be brought in to search this rubble for fatalities. Jeffrey and his partner Nicole are returning to their seaside community, once a little slice of paradise.
Each one is an individual neighbor, so this is my dearest friend Gayleen, who I've known for my whole life, 35 years. That was our clubhouse where we play pool every Friday. That was Ben's house. These are like my closest friends here.
They sift through the dust. In a plastic box, everything they can find. A turtle figurine, a garden gnome, a house name plaque. It's very little, but in a place where the loss is so huge, it means so much.
Now, see, first and foremost, I love how Mr. Newsom is so deceptive, y'all. He put on his little church and his funeral shades. And did you notice, him and her are dressed in all black. And he's in this little NPR progressive liberal communist voice. Yes, I understand. Please hang on, baby. I understand you and your daughter. Oh, it's going to get better. No, I'm trying to call the president now, but I don't have coverage, ma'am. Please, I'm going to call him. Yeah, I don't have coverage. I'm going to do that as soon as I can call the president. You know, totally fucking fake and full of shit. And the question I have is why she was wearing a mask. Allegedly, with air quotes, a Palisades resident. Maybe it's because she's not actually from the Palisades at all, and it's all fucking staged and not organic. And don't tell me it's because of the smoke, because Newsom's not wearing a mask. I find this all to be a little staged, if you will. But then it gets worse. On Instagram, I call it Governor Newsom, in the popular PBD podcast, Governor Newsom. And boy, were the impressions and the reactions viral. Let's roll the tape.
You nigga. You ain't speed, little nigga, you slow. I show speed, more like I show no hose. You couldn't be yourself, so you had to steal a flow. In your head, fat as fuck, but you already know. You do not wanna play with me, pull up with the simi. Told a nigga, gimme. Finna pork your bitch, I call her piggy. Don't play with me, niggy. Finna smoke you like a fucking ciggy. Pull up with the blicky, and you will not wake up, just like Chrissy. Finna leave you pissing, like I'm Michael Myers. Finna slash your head open, just like a tire. Caught your mother on the corner, selling Gucci, I'm a buyer. Then I'm finna pass her ass around, just like a party flyer. Call me naughty plumber, leave the house after my Peter pipes her. Whip a pickle, this you pop a titty ass. Flip her a nickel. Goddamn, I just got sidetracked as fuck. Let's get back into it. Bitch, are you serious right now? Fuck you, Emerson. Call a nigga snake, leave him slithering. Only thing you have in common with speed is you like kissing men. But then again, that's just cause you really do not give bitches. Better lay low. I'll give you stitches, then I steal your bitches. Phone digits, and you look like a frog. Rip it, nah, I'm kidding. You better listen, fuck nigga, to what I'm dishing. I do not fight chickens, do I look like Peter Griffin? Y'all don't get that bar. Sorry, the number you have dialed cannot be.
I don't know how Trump comes up with this stuff, but y'all, he's so fucking good at it. Remember the Ron the Sanctimonious title he gave to Ron DeSantis? And now Adam Shifty Shift, and now Governor Newscom, priceless. Oh! Yeah. So, yeah. Governor Newscom, you should resign in disgrace. Because no one respects you anymore, despite all your fake stage radio broadcast interviews to your stage little funeral perceptive looking thingamajig. It was you who called for the closure of California's largest dam. It was you for a fucking schmelt who stopped water from flowing into California. You are to blame, along with your little bulldacker fire department out of LA. You guys are to fucking blame. But of course, the globalists never take any blame for their wrongdoing. And it is what it is. We have another short video clip, a cartoon more rather, on Governor Newsom. Let's roll it.
How could anyone say we're responsible for the amount of damage the LA fires caused? It's like they think we haven't been doing our jobs or something. I agree, Gavin. It's like everyone thinks we've been wasting time. Do you want any of these African meats? I just don't understand where we went wrong. I cut the fire prevention budget by $100 million. I rerouted all the natural water sources to the ocean. I didn't maintain the emergency water reservoirs. How am I responsible? I'm doing my job. Some people are just hard to please, Gavin. I spent $17.5 million firefighting dollars on the homeless and never even got a thank you. Oh, I know. I'll go out and take photos of me looking at the debris so I can show Californians that I'm doing my job. And then I'll go on a media run to make it look more like I'm doing my job. Wow, what a great plan. And maybe I can set up a resource to help the victims. Like it'll be online at URL or in person at location accessible by route. All I need is a reporter who's an expert at looking good. Gavin, does this outfit make me look fat? The worst thing imaginable is...
Let me start off with 2 words. Made.
How could anyone say we're responsible for the amount of damage the LA fires caused? It's like...
Sorry about that, you guys. Hold on.
I agree, Gavin. It's like everyone thinks we've been wasting time. Do you want any of these African meats? I just don't understand where we went wrong. I cut the fire prevention budget by $100 million. I rerouted all the natural water sources to the ocean. I didn't maintain the emergency water reservoirs. How am I responsible? I'm doing my job. Some people are just hard to please, Gavin. I spent $17.5 million firefighting dollars on the homeless and never even got a thank you. Oh, I know. I'll go out and take photos of me looking at the debris so I can show Californians that I'm doing my job. And then I'll go on a media run to make it look more like I'm doing my job. Wow, what a great plan. And maybe I can set up a resource to help the victims. Like it'll be online at URL or in person at location accessible by route. All I need is a reporter who's an expert at looking good. Gavin, does this outfit make make me look fat. The worst thing imaginable is anyone thinking I'm fat. It doesn't make you look fat. Do you think it makes me look ripped or hot? No, you look good. Just good? That's what you think of me? Oh, I know who to ask. I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. Steven, it's Gavin. Will you help me avoid taking accountability for the fires? I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. What do you mean you're busy? I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. It's not my fault. I'm doing my job.
Yep. That's literally, y'all, how it fucking goes. I spent firefighting dollars on the homeless. Yep, that's how it goes. Hold on, guys. What do I... Now, to continue, we have a brief video excerpt cartoon of depicting the View host. And this shit here, it's so fucking funny because, wow, just watch for your fucking self. Hold on.
Welcome to The View. So it's Black Friday, and I'm asking all white people to stay home. You see,
See there? Welcome to The View. It's it's Black Friday. I'm asking white people. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Let me finish it. Hold up. I'm asking white people. Hold up.
Welcome to The View. So it's Black Friday, and I'm asking all white people to stay home. You see, Black Friday's all day. Those are all discounts. Last I checked, it's not White Friday. Whoopi, that's a great take. In fact, hearing you talk is almost as nice as going up to a tent on Brokeback Mountain and letting a ranchero strap a saddle to my back and letting his pig out to pasture. That's how Matt Gaetz does Black Friday. Oh, you got a legal note, sonny. Damn it. Matt Gaetz does not spend Black Friday on Brokeback Mountain. He probably goes shopping. Now, to show that Thanksgiving is a horrible day, we have Elizabeth Warren here to make contact with a Native American spirit. Thank you, Whoopi. So I need total silence for the incantation. By 23andMe, I'm 1/1000th Cherokee. Who dares disturb my gay kissing? We do, spirit. You see, we want to know if Thanksgiving offends your people.
This is what you disturb my gay kissing for? To ask me if I'm offended by Thanksgiving?
Well, are you?
No. I mean, I'm gay, but I'm not that gay. Oh, Chief Sitting Bull, it is Genghis. Come back to bed, Chief Sitting Bull. I want to do more gay kissing. I want it crisscross applesauce Indian style.
Wait, tell our people I'm their living warrior.
Let's ask white people. Oh, that shit was funny. Oh, letting the pigs out to pasture. That shit was classic. You guys, we're kind of off track here, but you get the drift. These commies are responsible for the fires in California, and they use fake news. And NBC with Lester the Five-Head Holt rolled out a 60 fake news minutes trying to do cleanup work, Monday morning quarterbacking for the fake deep state. And to home in on how fake the fake news can be, look at this. Not only did they roll out Lester the Five-Head fucking Holt with a landed strip from fucking hell, this nigga got a 10 head, y'all. Look at this picture, if you will. Absorb it. Study it. Look at his hairline. Almost appearing to be fucking flawless. The problem is, that's not his hairline. This is Lester the Five-Head Holt. This is Lester the Tin-Head Holt with a landing strip from fucking hell. Looking like he's in hell on this picture. The lying son of a bitch. Now, why did they attempt to make his hairline appear flawless here? Oh, they shortened the length and the width of his big forehead with Photoshop. No, people say I'm wrong for filtering my photos. But this is Lester the Five-Head Holt's fucking head. Oh, child. If you're going to report the fucking news, report it organically. Who gives a shit about your big fucking forehead? Just report the unbiased, truthful fucking news. Nobody cares if you're suffering from alopecia with a George Jefferson hairline from hell. Just report the unbiased, truthful fucking news. And then there's this guy, Mr. David Muir, with his clothes pinned on, fire jacket. Giving so much a fuck about how he looks on location with perfect Governor Newsom hair. These people are fucking sick. The fake news, dinosaur media going extinct is so fucking fake. While people are dying, losing properties, the insurance companies pool people's insurance prior to the fires. Yeah, kind of like how Larry Silverstein, the Zionist, put options on the Twin Towers before 9/11. The same kind of deception. The same kind of cover-ups. We just had to let this sink in for a moment, you guys. These guys, they cannot be trusted nor depended upon. Their news is so biased, rigged, and corrupt to the core. It's unbelievable, you guys. Unbelievable. It's not climate change. It's Democrat mismanagement. It's Marxist communism to blame for the fires in California. Resign, Negro Karen Bass, resign in disgrace. Karen Bass is not the face of the Los Angeles Fire Department. She is an activist, Democrat, DEI politician. Ugly as all hell. And yes, where there's smoke, there is fire. We must fire you, Governor Newsom and Mayor Bass. You basshole. You dumb ass. You DEI know nothing of the industry. Yeah, these are the idiots we gave the keys to America for 4 long years. 4 years, much too long. These are the sons of bitches responsible for your homes across California, to the Maui fires, and the destruction in North Carolina. These are the assholes refusing to send in lucrative, meaningful aid to American citizens. They care more about illegal immigrants and open borders, and nothing for you, poor so-called MAGA extremists. They don't care about us. They never fucking did. But it's always been one fat lie after the next with these people. One deception, carefully crafted in dark, dimly lit, smoke-filled rooms. We've been lied to for far too long, America. The faction of we's don't need a man, water buffalo, bull-dacker-looking bitches have deceived us for far too long. And I think it's time we got our mojo back, ladies and gentlemen. And tomorrow, America will be strong again. And we will be great again. Enduring disasters, natural or otherwise, you can rest assured you will be well taken care of. Starting tomorrow, you will be in good hands. Patriotic American citizen. I'm a little bit drunk, but you will be pardoned. All of you political prisoners from January 6th. We are back on the scene, America. These are the people responsible for our destruction, our near destruction. Oh, it's been one tough ride. And a long way to get there, America, but we're going to get there. The truth, as I've said many a time, is like a brick wall. You're bound to run into it someday. And your communistic DEI bulldacker mayor, Karen Bass, the truth is coming out on you. Swarthoid, Jickaboom. The Democrat mayor of LA, Karen Bass, excuse me, let us try to do something here. Ladies and gentlemen, just one fucking hot second. Oops. Oopsie. Uh-oh. Really? Oh, you motherfucker. You son of a bitch. You guys, really? Are you serious? Anyway. You get the drift. She's communistic as fuck. And the truth is coming out. One of my monitors went off. Fuck. I can't even read or follow the chat room anymore. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Anywho. You fucking kidding me? Anywho, for more on your unduly elected but selected communist mayor of LA, Karen Bass, but Karen in blackface, and yes, Karens can be black. Let us watch her most epic failure as an elected official, in which she dodged all of the journalists' questions regarding the fires in the Palisades. Now, when you say Please, massa, elect me, 'cause I'm black. And you, as citizens, ask for this. You must be prepared to realize, and I'm repeating myself, you get the representation that you deserve. Now, last time I checked, I didn't realize, Papa, that leadership looked like this, in which people refuse to answer tough questions. Now, this makes me think that, I sure love mean tweets. I love a man who can answer questions, who's outspoken, not afraid to say what's on his mind. Yeah, I like that. But I don't appreciate so called elected officials who dodge tough questions. In the times of which try, man, we deserve answers from our elected officials. We don't need jibber jabbering lesbian bulldacker assholes running from the cameras, shying away from the people after you spent many a year and months screaming from the tops of your lungs, please, master, let me cuss ass black. But this is what your representation looks like. You can't talk about systems of corruption and racist systems that hate you when your representation from Lori Beetlejuice Lightfoot all the way to Nick Eric like Barack Hussein Obama to the highest paying bidder. And they play you like a fucking fiddle. We deserve better than this from our elected officials. We deserve, first and foremost, the fucking truth. Answers.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster? No apology for them? Do you think you should have been visiting Ghana while this was unfolding back home? Madam Mayor, let me ask you just again, have you anything to say to the citizens today as you return?
Ma'am, hold on 1 second.
Madam Mayor, just a few words for the citizens today as you return to deal with the catastrophe.
Can you take this down?
You know, I don't know about all of you, but I prefer mean tweets over cowardice. I prefer true fucking leadership. Since when? Did we elect individuals who dodge tough questions in times of need? Times that try man's souls. This is your DEI selling you out like a baby losers. And the single bastard baby making moms, okay, who ate up all of your child's WIC and EBT benefits and spend all of the general assistance on red bottom shoes and lavish things. This is your communistic representation on display before your very fucking eyes. Deadbeat to the fucking core. Failure. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost there. But I hope all of you understand moving forward. Okay? There is a sinister faction. They're not wildfires, they are arson fires. There is a deeper context to all of this. The globalists move on all of us to cripple us, cut us off at the knees, and render us forever their fucking slaves. Now, this child actress, Saffron Suzuki, stated, or she said, "What are your priorities for the children?" I'll tell you what the priorities are for our children. Sending men into our little girls' locker rooms, drag queen story times in our children's schools. And, yes, Big Pharma's dirty little, bioweapon jabs, childhood early vaccines. Yeah, bet you didn't see that one coming. Those are the priorities for our children. To depopulate the planet. Well, can't say much here on YouTube. You get the point. They don't care about our children. They do not respect our children. Boarding our children and making little life extension technology from the fetal cells. The same life extinction technology that saved Dracula himself, David fucking mind. You get the point. Children disappear and organs removed and harvested on the black market. And you say to all of us, ma'am, they don't have priorities for the children. Well, last time I checked, you bet your ass they do. And it's not good by a long shot. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the conclusion in the promised land. And I find we have no takers tonight. Too many cowards don't want to come on the Hard Truth panel, despite the link being posted. There was hiding and ducking from us for the Arian contest, baby. It's been about the truth. So help us God. And I've always been I'm African, that's right. And so when it came to the shenanigans about TikTok being banned, communistic TikTok at that, I found myself rather reserved, calm, and collected, sitting back on my perch, drinking margaritas, and boy, sure feels good. Being a thought leader, not a group thinker, not towing the line of popularity. Damn, it feels fucking good. 'Cause I never downloaded and used TikTok, and I was the first to call for its censorship and ban. And you ask yourself, what is the agenda for our children? Grooming your children nightly on TikTok, daily on TikTok, children. And it sickens me that Trump wants to save it as a social media platform. He should be pushing Truth Social and letting it burn. Now, I love Trump. Don't get me wrong, mystic platforms, sir. It's a zero-sum, lose-lose game. That the libtards will be saying, well, he saved communist TikTok, Bill. You fucking retards. He's saving free speech, asshole. That part. But we don't need TikTok, honestly. Let it burn. Fuck them. We don't need TikTok when we've got Truth Social, X, and Rumble. Let it burn. But these are examples, ladies and gentlemen, of how the weak-minded among us fall to the wayside, and they use TikTok, and they believe maliciously and falsely that NASA actually sent men to the moon. They believe every word uttered by the fake legacy news. They believe all the stunts being played out, such as David Muir with clothespins on his jacket. You believe so badly in liberalism, progressiveness, being the way of the future, unrealizing it's about power and control, taking away your very livelihood, rendering your asses irrelevant. It's about replacing and rebuilding Los Angeles. You falsely believe when they say, I'm from the government and we are here to help. You believe that means, don't worry, baby, we're going to save you. Oh, yes, we're going to nurse you right on back to health. But that's not what it means. It's deception. And you best believe, ladies and gentlemen, listen to the sound of my voice. Communism always burns. And that's it tonight for our program. No takers to the Truth Heart Truth panel, but that's okay. We're going to read some comments from StreamYard and then close it out. Can't see who's saying what, though. No, if we go back to the actual comments tab, we actually could. So let's view, say, TikTok full platters. And she who walks in the word, salute sister, Carolyn, says, yeah, but when they want less vehicles on the road, but not enough grid for electric and or ways to keep your property after they want it back via debt or resource grabs. App 100. He wants me to, as they say, spoil him in his not super chat, but his cash apps. He goes, Queen, coming through showing my love, wifey. Queen, love you, baby. You know, Ledgeview says, points for simply being counterintuitive. God damn, counterintuitive. Anywhere, everywhere, every way. She who walks in the word. Is there such a thing as too much help? Too much aid, just declare it, quote, hazmat or whatever, end quote, to get people off the land. And Ledgeview says, as I've subtly been mentioning more and more, I wouldn't be shocked if there's some big antagonizing, excuse me, the public points reward system behind the scenes. Okay. Good grief. What is wrong with me tonight? This is fucked up. Remember the incidents in Philly in 2019 where the cops were caught using blood bags to dump it on the ground? And themselves and got caught by a bystander. Not sure what that means, but okay. I'd rather be sleeping at this hour. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Stay well, stay strong, stay sharp, and don't fall for the okie doke. Take care of yourselves and each other. Night.
Cannot resist it. You don't have the knowledge, you don't have the wisdom, you don't have the resources to understand that something's been put over on you. You cannot but help believe the definition of it as a creator. But you believe yourself to be a creator as a result of not being created. That is to say, of being hopelessly unable to resist
real owners, the real owners, big wealthy business, control things, all the important decisions. But they're using the idea that you have no choice. You have owners. They own everything. They own everything. They own all the important things. They own control of the important things. Lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves.